I'm with Dr. Harvey Belik, who came back from Haiti, where he went as a volunteer to help the victims of the earthquake. What happened when you actually stepped off that plane? What did you smell? What did you see? What did you experience?
Getting off the plane is a long story because it took 60 hours to get to Haiti. We flew via Spain and then the Dominican Republic, which is on the other side of the same island. And then we had to get over the border, which meant by bus. There was a group we were tied in with called Natan that had connections there, and we got on a bus, rickety old bus, which broke down twice, and then we gave up and took a public bus. Got to the border as it was getting dark, and we had to sleep out in the field, ready to go in first light. And we were told to remove our jewellery because there's thieves, and wear a mask because it smells.
Smell of death.
Smell of death. This is 12 days after the earthquake, and there were hundreds of thousands of bodies hidden around the city and the country. And I didn't want to wear a mask because I figured I can't get sick smelling it. That's the smell. I want to feel where I am. And as you get closer to the city, you notice that some houses don't appear; they're just a pile of rubble. And you notice long lines of people.
What was wrong with them at this point?
So this is after day 12. The people who were crushed are gone. If you didn't get out and you didn't have surgery, you're done. You're worried about people who have various wounds that are infected, and we saw lots of wounds with various degrees of infection. Fractures which were not life-threatening. People could limp around.
Did you do anything medically that you had never done before?
No, I was really surprised, relieved. My fear was I'm going to have a hacksaw and start cutting people, which I don't want to do. More trauma than you would normally see on a day. And the other problem is the medical resources. So, here at Maccabi, somebody needs an x-ray, go and do it now. How do you get an x-ray there? How do they get to hospital? They walk. So how do you walk if you've got a broken hip? And then if you get there, does the x-ray machine work?
Did you feel emotionally involved with any one particular case? Is there something that stands in your memory today?
There's a couple.
Case.
Okay, so one is a woman that comes up to me and says, my daughter needs this anti-epileptic drug. Can I have it? Now, we had a lot of drugs because the Dominicans were supplying them, but we didn't have the anti-epileptics. And so I said, I'm sorry, when the pharmacies are reopened, when they're dug out, you have to wait till then. I'm really sorry. So she says, take my child. So I had a medical student, and I like teaching. I teach here as well. And she was really cute. Her name's Vera. And she was helpful, and I was trying to instruct her as well and make her feel good about doing something. And she said, so I asked her after a few hours, did you lose any family in the earthquake? Because everybody lost somebody. And she said, no. No, she hadn't, and I was so relieved until I saw her crying an hour later because she lost her boyfriend. So, you can identify with a young medical student and having a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and what a terrible loss.
What did you do that you feel you did pretty well?
I got to tell you, getting there is good. Going there as an Israeli, having the Magen David upon you was a good feeling for me. When we were opening when the clinic opened the first morning, the nurse, the nun, introduced us in Creole to the waiting throngs. These people. This is a doctor and a nurse sent by Abraham and Moses. This is a Christian community. Now that's a pretty good buzz.
Has it changed you in any way? The experience.
Well, firstly, on a personal note, I'm pretty proud of doing something gutsy that I wouldn't ordinarily want to do. I like to be with my family. I like to know where I'm going and which hotel I'm staying at. So going into the unknown taught me a bit about myself.
Did you feel that you did enough? Did you think to yourself, really I should stay another 2 weeks?
I was counting the days and the hours, and I was ready to leave, and it was a great relief when we left. Could I have done more? I think I did pretty well.